Welcome back to the show. It is still today on STV, and it's a beautiful morning. I have a packed studio, and we'll be talking about a TV show. It's called The Bridge. It's about financial literacy for millennials. Now, a lot of young people have questions regarding their finances, and there's a show that is addressing that issue. It is The Bridge, and this is the second season of the show. So I have 4 different people who would introduce themselves, and they're all part of the show. 2 people from FCMB and 2 people from BusinessDay. So you just do the honors and introduce yourselves. Yes, okay, starting with you.
Good morning, my name is Lily Balde and I work with BusinessDay.
Okay.
Good morning, my name is Michael Musa, I work with FCMB.
Okay.
Morning, my name is Lola Egbo, I also work with FCMB.
And you are?
Good morning everyone, my name is Linda and I work with BusinessDay.
Okay, so it's BusinessDay, and what's the concept for the show? It's in the second season, so I believe the first season was highly successful. Who do I address that question to?
Well, I mean, season 1 was, like you said, extremely successful. We had great success with that. And then season 2, we wanted to come in with a bang. So we were able to partner with FCMB, a BusinessDay and FCMB partnership, to really take a different aspect on storytelling for millennials. So what we did is that we started interviewing business leaders, so millennial business leaders that we're familiar with, whether it be on social media or in everyday life, and then also celebrities like Falz, Deji Omojua, Buki Karibi White, Tokini, Peter side of ArtX, then the list goes on. And we really wanted to conceptualize what finance really means to them so that other young people can see themselves in those stories. I think, Lola, you can talk a little bit more about that.
Okay, so for us at FCMB, this was a very important opportunity, you know, partnering with BusinessDay to bring this season 2 of The Bridge was important because as a bank, we're passionate about empowering our customers and helping them fulfill their aspirations. But beyond that, we're also very passionate about young Nigerians, and, you know, a lot of Nigerian youth, they're very creative. They're running businesses. We see them on Instagram. We see them on campuses. So for us, this was an opportunity to help them, you know, with a platform that beyond having a passion, how do you build your passion into a successful business? How do you grow a successful brand? So it was a great opportunity for us to partner with BusinessDay to make this a reality.
Okay, let me ask you too, FCMB becoming a part of this project, what was it like, and the idea surrounding business and empowering people and giving a voice to businesses, because a lot of people have businesses but they don't have a voice, they don't know how to go about it. So I think this is a platform for people to come out and address the issues surrounding the businesses.
Yeah, so, with the concept of the program, The Bridge, it's targeted at financial literacy for millennials, and that's very key for us because at FCMB we look at the youth segment as a group of people between 16 and 30. We look at designing products or marketing activities that would engage them. In terms of financial literacy, it's something that these young people want to know. They're digital savvy, and we partnered with The Bridge and BusinessDay to bring about that knowledge, that financial information in a very simple and easy to know way, using celebrities, using people that are role models to them that they will listen to, and we'll make sure that the information is passed across because they're learning from other people's story, and it goes a whole long way for us.
Okay, maybe I'll ask Lola D, right?
Linda.
Linda, yes. What's different? What's going to be different, or what is different? Because it's currently running right now. The second season is running.
The second season is starting next week,
next
on the 13th, and it's going to be every Thursday, 11:30 to 12 on STV.
Okay. So what will be different about the second season from the first season?
So for us at BusinessDay, we've always thought of making sure that we do stuff that are very innovative and creative. And we wanted to provide the same financial information, news, stories to these young millennials, but in very interactive ways. So we wanted to find people who they can associate with or connect with. So I think for me, the most interesting one was Falz the Bad Guy. I'm his great fan, and I liked the episode. Now, you know, you see most of these young artists, and you see them as very successful and very flamboyant, but you really don't know their story. The very good thing for us was that most of them were able to tell us their story in very simple ways that these young people can understand. So he tells us how he started. He tells us the mistake he made. He tells us how he got his first 1 million. He tells us how he didn't invest properly. And then these people are like, oh, I thought they always had money. I thought they can always spend this money how they like and when they like. No, that's not true. And then Falz is also advising that if you make money now, it's not going to always come that way. So you need to properly always make sure that you invest it at the right time so that even after you're not making as much, you still have those investments paying off. So for us, this season was really very different and very real. So we tried to find people who can connect with these young people. We didn't want to bring MDs and CEOs that they don't know and they don't really understand what they do. We wanted to bring everyday musicians, everyday makeup artists, everyday, consultants that they see all the time, and then they're telling them their real story. That it's not always that easy. It might look very flamboyant outside, but we always have to make a lot of savings, investments, and planning, which this show is all about.
All right, I don't need to ask a question. What are the other opportunities from from watching this show? There are a lot of things competing for young people's attention. So what would be the advantages of watching the show and being a part of the bridge?
Yeah, so being a part of the bridge in this season, after learning all the financial stories and learning from people's, one of the key things we want to draw across is that from these lessons, we want them to actually take notes of whatever the celebrities have actually put across to them, and take that into their lives and start implementing those financial tips gradually one after the other.
I think it's very important, because a lot of times young people tend to think that the most important factor in running a successful business is capital. So give me the money and then I'm okay, but that's not really the case. So with this season, they're going to hear stories from people who can show them how much hard work goes on behind the scenes. So it's not just about capital. You need the right kind of structures in place to support your business, as basic as record keeping, for instance, as basic as investing and saving. So all of those experiences, that people they see every day and respect, all of those will come into bear to help them build great businesses of their own.
I know that a lot of young people, I know this is just targeted at young people, but I mean there are also other people who also have concerns with businesses. Is this something they would also love to watch? Is it addressed to them too?
I mean, I think specifically the bridge is there to bridge the gap between millennials and financial information.
Okay.
Yet I do think that there's valuable information there for everybody, people of all walks of life. But I think specifically we're targeting millennials, young people.
How are you able to address the concerns? There's so many issues. There's investment, there's interest rate, there's capital. Those are the very hard and techie business words that a lot of young people don't understand. The average person watching an average business show may not be able to understand. So how is that broken down in the bridge?
So that's exactly what the bridge is. We're giving financial information to millennials in a digestible and in a way that they can understand. And that's when we were producing and planning the show, that's exactly what we were trying to achieve. So if you tune in every Thursday at 11:30 on Silverbird, you'll be able to see that we've strategically broken it down. So there's something there for everyone. We want a millennial to be able to watch this show and say, oh wow, if this person did it, then I can too. Or if this person did it, if this is how they did it. They saved money, they didn't just spend their money. And I think you'll be really surprised by the authenticity and the honest answers that you get from these celebrities. You would, money is kind of sometimes a taboo topic. People don't really want to seem as though maybe they've struggled with money, or maybe they've made decisions that are not the best for that. But you'll be surprised that they're so open and honest. And I think honest conversation and candid responses give for a better understanding for all millennials, not just in Nigeria, but Africa-wide. So I think BusinessDay and FCMB are extremely proud of this season. I think a lot of hard work has gone into it, and I think it's going to reflect on your TV screen. Okay,
what was the response like from season 1? I remember I was watching it. I kind of liked the concept. I think it was good. So what was the response so far?
I think the response from season 1 was quite good. I mean, I think we reached people in Nigeria. People were in South Africa as well. People in different African countries were tuning in and asking questions. But I think for season 2, we wanted to make it even more relatable. So season 1 had a little bit more, I guess like you said, MDs, CEOs, things of that sort.
It's really hard to connect with.
Exactly. So when we were planning for season 2, we just said, let's just take it out of the box and switch things up a bit. And I think we're happy with that.
So FCMB, what is the FCMB's future plans with the bridge? Coming up plans, things that would maybe surface in the future beyond the bridge, or just say concerning the bridge?
So we have a whole long-term goal around building young people and helping them establish winning enterprises or successful businesses. So our future plan, it ties in line with our current vision in order to help our customers achieve their potentials. So that's our goal. That's something we keep pushing and we keep striving to achieve. Using the bridge is one of the platforms. We also have several programs that are also addressing this. We have entrepreneurship program. We have things that are also speaking to young people that are ready to do internship. We call it Flex 10. We have the Flex Entrepreneurship Masterclass. So we have several programs that are addressing the subject of entrepreneurship. And also because we've seen this trend that a lot of young people want to start businesses today. What are the things they need to learn? The Bridge is a TV program. It's addressing that on digital leg. there are also real-life on-ground programs where you can get practical trainings. So, and how to start a business, how to register your business, what are the things you need, talking about capital, talking about interest rates for our loans and other things like that. We have programs that also address that. And it's a long-term goal for us, because we believe that if we can be part of the success of our customers today, and on the long run, as they grow their businesses, we can be part of that.
Okay, I have a nagging question. A lot of young people ask this question. They say it's very difficult to get loans from the banks. I know banks do a lot of different things, but it's so difficult to get loans from the banks. I need you to, as being a banker, is it true? It's difficult to get loans and interest rates are crazy.
Okay, it's not difficult, but I think one mistake a lot of young people make, especially those that are into business, is that they don't have appropriate financial records.
Okay.
You're doing business and you don't have a proper record-keeping book. One of the things the bank will ask you when you go out there to ask for a loan, they want to see your cash flow, your inflow and outflow. How are you spending money? Are you making money? Are you? So that's key for the bank, because they want to know if you get these loans, how well will you be able to pay back, and at what duration and at what pace. It's very important for the bank. So one mistake a lot of people make, it's not hard to get a loan. Once you have the appropriate documentation, they want to see your cash flow statement, they want to see your business registration, they want to see how much you're making, and they can now give you a proper structure to pay that loan. So it's quite easy. You meet all the requirements. And one of the key lessons that I want a whole lot of young Nigerians listening or watching today to take out is that they should ensure that they have proper bookkeeping practices in their business, because that's missing, and that's one of the things that would not allow you to get a loan from the bank.
So, and in addition to what Michael said, that's also part of what the bridge aims to do. So we have episodes where we've got representatives from the bank who, from that perspective, are guiding young people to say, if you want to access, ultimately, you start out with your business, getting loans from family, from friends, but your goal is to really scale up. What are the kind of things that you need to begin to put in place from the very first? What are the kind of challenges that are facing small businesses across, Nigeria? And how do you tackle those, challenges in your own way? So you'll find that the bridge is actually very practical. There are practical tools in there. There are tips that, if you put to work, it actually helps you cover the full range of challenges you might potentially face as a small business owner.
Okay, I want to direct this question to you, and I think I said that earlier, that a lot of young people will not necessarily watch a business show, and you talked about some of the bigger celebrities on the show, but are there other things that can appeal to young people? Because with the era of social media, the average young person's span, listening or watching span, is really short. So are there things that the bridge has that will connect to them? Because the business is naturally one area that most people will not watch, or the average young person may not want to watch.
I'm not quite sure how to answer that. I mean, I think the bridge offers so many things. I think we've talked about how how we bring in celebrities, how we bring in millennial business leaders. Obviously, there's great content for people out there, but I think it's also ultimately up to you to decide how you want to utilize your time and how you want to invest in yourself. So it's made available on Silverbird and on BusinessDay TV. I think it will also be made available on the FCMB YouTube page. And I think that each week we'll be promoting each episode with different content, with different contests and things of that sort. So I think if people tune in every Thursday at 11:30, they'll definitely get I think what they're looking for.
Okay, let me ask, is there another thing that I wanted to add to that?
So what we've also tried to do is take a few minutes from the long version to put it up on social media, which is where they always are. So we want to show short clips of this long 25 minutes to have very interesting sites. So for me, the 1 minute that are very interesting, we have stuff like, what's your biggest money mistake? And everyone wants to find out, what mistake did the bad guy make? What mistake did, some of these guys, because you think they never made mistakes. So we will have short clips on social media. We'll actually also sponsor it to make sure that they see, and then we'll also work in hand with these celebrities to make sure that they also help push it. They have huge followership and fan base. So we're also believing that if they put 1 minute or 2 minutes of this, people will be interested because it's really exciting and interesting, and they'll probably want to see the whole, the whole show. So that's one side of it.
Okay, so I think I've been educated, reorientated about the bridge. Okay, so final words for people to expect, especially young people watching.
I definitely expect to, like I said, have super candid answers from the people that you admire the most on social media, whether it be on TV, on music, but also get ready to learn about how you could take your financial future to the next step. and get ready to enjoy the show because it's going to be a really good one.
Okay, so your last words.
Okay, last word. The Bridge Season 2 is coming up, and there's so much to learn, finance and all the. I want to call it a financial advisory show that is put together in a very storytelling format, and that's one thing that you don't want to miss out in this season.
Okay, last word.
Yes, we're so excited to partner with Business Day on this, and I think that everyone who watches these episodes would be very, very captivated by how easy the content is and how relatable in terms of building up your business. So I encourage everyone.
Your last word.
We want to assure them and promise them that it's going to be really exciting and very interesting. So it's not going to be boring at all. So you said something about young people not wanting to watch business information or business news. I want them to always remember that it's not about what you have now, it's about what you invest, what you save, and the strategies you put in place in making sure your tomorrow is better. So they should watch out for the show.
Awesome. So the Bridge is a show to watch out for. Is on Thursday. What time? 11:30. Well, storytelling is a really strong word. It's really important that a lot of millennials are educated about their finances and their business. So you don't want to miss the Bridge. Thank you all for coming on the show and giving us some more
Thank you for having us
about the show. So we have a guest coming up on the show. His name is MKO. He's a music artist and he's going to be talking about his latest single and his collaboration with Davido. You don't want to miss it. We'll be right back.
Hi guys, I'm Arisa. Welcome to another episode of The Bridge, Africa's #1 financial literacy show, brought to you by Business Day, powered by FCMB. This season, we're shaking things up a bit. We're going to be interviewing millennial business leaders and celebrities and talking to them about the business models and financial decisions behind their successful brand.
If you're a hairstylist, but then you need funding to buy your equipment, we can give you up to 250,000 naira at 5% for 12 months.
So what's the money win that you've had?
I save a percentage of my income on building my network, on my network.
We try to always step up our production and quality capabilities. And that's one thing I'm always very, very specific about.
There are times when you cannot afford a balance. You have to take a position.
I probably don't have Yahoo Boy money. But what I have in my bank account, I'm content with. It's not bad.
If you made $1 billion naira, how would you spend it? How would you invest it?
Maybe I would invest in a fractional private jet.
I don't consider $1 billion naira as a hammer because it's just $3 million.
Businesses that are solving real solutions, leveraging technology is the future of businesses.
You have to go into business people that you trust. You also have to do your research.
This season is proudly powered by FCMB.
With the right people who believe in your visions, getting to your desired destination is easier and quicker. Let's help you take the next step. FCMB, my bank and I.